It has been it's been a crazy year. It really has. Since I've just been writing and writing and writing, with more writing and writing and writing, and wrote about 50 songs for the record. It was hard to narrow those down to 11, but we did it finally, and just went in the studio, recorded. All this kind of intermingled with the Idol tour last summer. So when we'd come off, I would go in writing sessions or studio and go back and just busy, really.
Well, you said all along you wanted a career in, doing Christian music, and you stayed true to that. Talk about, why you chose to do that and why that's important to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, my heart's always been in Christian music. I grew up listening to Christian music and just love what it stands for. And I definitely wanted to be a part of that. So yeah, we had really just one meeting with Sparrow Records, and I was sold. On my end, at least. I hope they were too. Hopefully it didn't take a couple, but I'm with Sparrow now, and I have to say I'm so glad to call Christian music home. It's just amazing. The people are amazing. The people at my label are just unbelievably amazing. So all of this is really everything I've ever dreamed of doing. Can't believe I get to do it so young. I figured it would take a while, but American Idol provided the opportunity for me to get a jump start, I think.
And a lot of times people will, be in Christian music and they decide to make that flip and go into another genre. Is that something you see? You just hear that a lot. I started out in Christian music, Amy Grant, all these different people. They still keep it, but they tend to flip. Is that something you see yourself doing?
I don't think anyone going into Christian music sees themselves flipping necessarily. It just kind of happens. If I see the opportunity to reach more people, I will take it. But that's not necessarily going to determine what kind of music I write or whatever. It's still going to be the same me. But if it fits over mainstream music, play it. If it fits top 40 radio, by all means, play it.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the album. I know that you either wrote or co-wrote all but one. Is that right?
Correct.
Talk about. I know that was important to you to want to do that. Talk about why you wanted. And it seems like with Christian music, that's the case a lot more. Talk a little bit about why you wanted to be so involved with writing for this album.
I guess it's more of a personal thing. When I listen to any artist, it always means more when I know it's coming from them and not another writer. It also, just on a talent level, it's so much cooler when the artist writes their own songs. It shows that extra skill, and not that I'm wanting to show off skills, it sounded weird. But I just want others to know that I'm human, and I've made mistakes, and I talk about those in my songs, or whether it's just whatever. I just wanted to be involved in that process, to know that, to let them know that I believe in what I'm singing about, and it's coming from me. So.
And talk about some of the songs in particular. I guess we can talk about your single first. Talk about where that song came from, and it's continuing to move up the charts. Why you think people are loving it so much?
Well, You Are started in a friend of mine's apartment. We wanted to write a song that just kind of summed up worship and what that meant to us, and we came up with the chorus of that song, really simple and easy to sing along to, but it basically just says, "You're the song I'm singing, you're the air that I breathe in, you're the hope that I'm eating." And to me, that's worship, just that cry out to God, Him always being the song that you sing, and He's constantly around you, and He's the hope that gets you through to the next day. And man, for that reason, the worship thing, and then the guy I wrote it with, who actually plays guitar for me, his name's Jared. He was going through a rough time in life at one point. Right around the time I met him, had contemplated suicide and even planned it out. And again, this is right around the time I met him. It's amazing, God's timing of everything. But a little did I know that me and him writing the song was really him pouring out his heart into these lyrics too. Some of these lyrics are, when I can't find the words to say how much it hurts, you were the healing in my heart. God being that healing and that place of restoration. And man, whenever he told me that, it meant so much more, and never even really looked at the song that way, but it's totally true. And it can be an anthem for people who are going through a rough time. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. It could be anything. Is God that first person that you run to? So that's where You Are came from. That's what it's about. And It's really awesome to see it doing well. But I think it's just because people can relate to it and connect to it like Jared did. And it's really encouraging to see that God's using that song for that reason. So.
And you mentioned that, you kind of expose yourself a little bit with some of the songwriting, that you're not perfect. Talk about one of those songs in particular on the album.
For me, the easy target is Never Gone. When I was on American Idol, I not only felt a little disconnected from family and from friends, but there was even a point where I didn't feel as connected to God and what I was supposed to be doing, just because everything's coming at you so fast and everything's really blurred, just flying by you. So there were times where I didn't necessarily feel in there, but I remember one night in the mansion, I heard it clear. It's, "Oh, ye of little faith, I promised you that I would never leave you. I will never leave you nor forsake you, and I've been with you the whole time." And it just kind of reminds me, I don't know, when I was little, I was scared of the dark. My mom would tuck me in and she'd leave, and all I wanted to do was get back out of bed and flip the lights back on and make sure nothing moved and everything was still in its place. And for me, I'm like that in my faith too. I doubt, and we shouldn't, but we do. And just wanted to encourage people with what I was encouraged by on the show, and that's that God's still standing there, and He's been there the whole time. He's never gone. So that's something that helped me out through the show.
And the album has obviously some really strong songs, very, kind of the Colton things. It has some slower songs. Talk about the feel from beginning to end and where it takes you.
The new record is a roller coaster from start to finish. It starts with a massive drop with a song called Noise. It's really dramatic and theatrical. Feels like you're sitting in the middle of the road in New York City. The song's about fighting through the noise that the world has to throw at you and hearing that still small voice and keeping yourself on the right path. But there's songs like that, and it comes down into You Are and Never Gone, and then comes back up into a song that's Love Has Come For Me, which is just a really happy, poppy rock song, just saying, I've been rescued, love has come for me. But then it takes an interesting turn into a song called Scars, which is just a really heavy song that deals with a lot of hard topics. The song came from some of my fans' stories, who have really been through some rough times, and I felt like they needed to be heard, but at the same time wanted to encourage them, saying, today's a new day. You can look at your scars and remember exactly where you were and what you were doing when you got it, but you can know that that scar has healed, and really it's beautiful because you can keep moving on. So it takes that interesting turn, and musically it really is something. And then it goes into what I call the Coldplay One Republic section, which is Rise and Where My Heart Goes. Rise is it's the one song on my record that really does a lot of the falsetto vocal flips and has another really strong message. Whatever you're going through, you can rise above it. It kind of reminds me of the song on the Spider-Man Broadway, Rise Above. But same kind of idea, just different musicality, but into Where My Heart Goes, which says, God, I want you to be the first place that my heart runs to. And then, what's after Where My Heart Goes? There are, man. Then it picks back up with This Is Who I Am, which is a song that basically just bluntly states that I'm not going to apologize, and I'm very unashamed about who I am. Take it or leave it. This is it. This is what you get. And then I think the most interesting piece on the record is a song called In and Out of Time. Takes a completely different turn, kind of like what Scars did, but it takes on kind of a Muse vibe. Very, very interesting. Definitely a rock song. We'll have a lot of fun playing it on tour. But that song is summed up best, actually, the first verse. It says, the future's waiting, he's always pulling me. The present is worth saving, but the past is haunting me. So you're trying you're trying to move on and get to the future. You're still wanting to save the present, but the past still has a hold of you. So it's a matter of forgiving your past so that you can move forward. Great song. Would make a killer music video. Hopefully we'll get to that. And then finish the record out. We strip everything down and bring it back to what it's all about for me. It's with the song Let Them See You, which is actually the only song I didn't write on the record. But it tied in with the A Messenger theme perfectly. A messenger stems from John 13:16. It says, "A servant isn't greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him." God is first and foremost, and I want people to know that. So I want them to see God in me, and whatever song I'm singing. The song says, take away the melody, the lights, all the production. At the end of the day, I want to be doing what you want me to be doing. It's a great way to close a record. It's just me and a piano with a little string section. Really is a beautiful song. Scotty Wilbanks of Third Day, who I'll be touring with, wrote the song with a buddy of his, and man, just beginning to end, it really is. It's a roller coaster.
Sounds like it was well thought out.
Definitely.
Everything about it was very well thought out.
Absolutely.
And you mentioned tour. Getting to go on tour with these people that you have looked up to and enjoyed their music, how is that for you?
I can't even explain to you how excited I am. I'm touring with Third Day. But even though I'm so excited about it, my dad is like mega fan status. So he was flipping out. Like, it was hysterical. He's like, what?
He's going to be like a groupie with you all the whole time?
He will. He's going to follow me around and be like, so can I get like Third Day backstage passes or something? I'm like, sure. I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be so much fun. And I think they're going to be great mentors. This is my first tour as an artist, apart from the Idol tour. So really learning how they handle things and how they treat people. We know most of this, just I was raised by good parents, but still it's going to be interesting to see how they handle things and what they do and whatever. So really looking forward to sharing the stage with them. Honored that they even considered me to open up for them. So it should be a really, really fun show.
You are an American Idol success story. It shows that you don't have to win or be in the top 2 or 3 to be able to follow your dreams and be successful at it. How does that feel? This whole opportunity, I'm sure, is still pretty fresh and right in front of you.
I think you said it best. You don't have to be a winner on American Idol anymore to pursue your dreams and to be somewhat successful at seeing those dreams come to life. I think it's really up to the contestant, how hard they work and how hard they're willing to work that year after the show. Put in as much time as they can to get that first record out. Then you can breathe. Then you can take the time off. Or you can tour, which is what I'm going to do. But, man, it's just, it really is a blessing to be here in the studio rehearsing for this Third Day tour that I'm getting ready to go on. I can't believe I'm here. Never would have thought I would be here even a year ago. It really is amazing what American Idol can do for a contestant, even if you don't win. But again, it's up to the artist, and material is important, and yeah, it's just it really is amazing.
Well,
very
obviously
thankful.
You believe in supporting the show because you've not kept your sister from going at it again. So remember, she's back for a third. She auditioned for a third time and made it onto Hollywood for a third time.
Third time. Yep. Skyler is back. Man, she's so talented. I mean, we all know that. It was the judge's mistake for not bringing her on with me. Just saying, I will take that to my grave. They were wrong. But man, I really hope she does well, and she knows I'm in her corner to help her in any way I can. With or without Idol, though, not worried about Skyler one bit.
And last couple questions about Idol. Usually people come back and make an appearance. Do you plan on, or do you know if you're going to be back at season 12? Your fans are wanting to know.
There's been talk about going back for season 12 to do a song. I don't think it's set in stone yet. Unfortunately, Idol happens on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Well, when the artists come back to perform, it's on a Thursday, and I have shows on Thursdays, so we'd have to figure something out. But I hope it works out. I always love seeing, especially the year before, contestants coming back, seeing how they're doing, what they're doing. It should be a fun time. We'll have to pick a song. So
that'll be the hardest.
Yeah, help me pick a song.
You like all of them.
I do. Someone asked me a favorite, and I wound up naming 6. It's like, sorry.